This episode of The Travelling Epicurean was made possible by these sponsors.
Hi guys, Michelle here. Welcome back to the Traveling Epicurean. This week's gourmet and a snap recipe, lemon mousse cups with ginger cookie crumble, luscious and light. You're gonna love this one. Let's take a look at what we're gonna need to make this incredible dessert. We're gonna need lemons, we're gonna need lemon jello, evaporated milk, a sleeve of Annie's ginger cookies, and we're gonna need some cups to build these little desserts in. So I started to gel up this mixture, and I'm going to show you right now how I got this to this stage. We need 3/4 cup of sugar, a box of lemon jello, a heaping tablespoon of fresh lemon zest. We're going to add 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, 1 1/4 cup of hot water. We're going to whisk. So the sugar is dissolved. We'll put it into the refrigerator, stirring every 20 minutes until it starts to get thickened. So when I take it out of the refrigerator after 2 hours, this did take 2 hours, and I did stir it in between, and then it's this thick gelatinous, it's not a solid, but it is pretty gloopy. So that's the consistency that we want that. While that was gelling in the refrigerator, I did whip this up. And now this has been whipped to soft peaks, okay? This here is now gonna be poured into the evaporated milk. I'm gonna whisk this for just 10 seconds, just to incorporate it into the fluffy evaporated milk that I already whipped up. So once we get the gelled lemon mixture folded into that whipped up evaporated milk, it's a gorgeous fluffy consistency. I've taken a sleeve of the ginger cookies, I put them in a baggie, and I just crushed them. And then we're gonna take a spoonful and we're gonna put it into whatever glass you're gonna use for your dessert. Just like that, like a heaping teaspoon. And that's more than enough. And then we're gonna pour, I like to use a ladle. I find that it works really, really well. It's nice and easy. And you just pour it right over the crumbled cookie, just like that. Before we put them into the refrigerator, we're then gonna top them with some more of this cookie. Right on top, just like that. Absolutely delicious. These will go into the refrigerator and set up for 2 hours. So 2 hours in the refrigerator until they set up. Put them in the freezer too. For the summer, they're absolutely delicious in the freezer, frozen. Light and luscious. It's not too tart or too sweet. You're really gonna love this dessert. Gourmet and a snap. You can find this recipe at thetravelingepicurean.com. Remember, it all starts with the food. Ciao. Light and luscious. Luscious. Light and luscious. I can't say that word.
Thank you for watching The Travelling Epicurean.
with the Traveling Epicurean. I'm really excited about today because I'm with my dear friend Kathleen, and she's going to share with us her mother's authentic Michigan sauce recipe.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I'm so excited too. Now, I think that most of you are probably saying, what is Michigan sauce? Can you tell everybody what Michigan sauce is?
So what Michigans are, Michelle, they're an upstate New York summer tradition, and basically it's just meat sauce on top of a steamed hot dog in a bun with a little yellow mustard on top.
Ooh, that
That's
sounds
it.
absolutely delicious.
It's great.
This is a special show because normally you upstate New Yorkers don't share this
Well,
recipe.
Michigan recipes are held dear to people's hearts, so today I'm sharing my mom's secret recipe, so after today it won't be so secret anymore. But Michigans are a little bit like barbecue recipes down south. People tend to hold on to
It's a very
them.
proud recipe, right?
It is,
That's
yeah,
something
and there are a
we have
ton
in
of
the family.
recipes out there, so it really depends on your taste.
Okay, well, I'm excited. All right, so let's show everybody what we're going to need to get this started.
Okay, great.
Okay, Kathleen, so this is what we're going to need to make our Michigans.
This is it.
Okay, so we have our Hans tomato sauce, which you can do plain or garlic.
Or garlic, either one.
Okay. Frank's red hot sauce. Ooh, I like that.
It's yummy.
And then we have chili powder, ground cumin,
Yes,
chopped onions.
that's right.
And now is that to dress up at the top
that's
for
really
garnish?
just a condiment, and
Okay.
some people like it with onions, others don't.
Okay. And then we have French's yellow mustard. That's very flavorful. We're using turkey, but this recipe is done a lot with beef.
I prefer turkey. My
Okay.
mother uses ground beef. It has a little more flavor to it.
Sure, and I love turkey too. I prefer turkey as well. So I picked up some natural casing hot dogs because I read that that's what the recipe requires, the natural casing.
So natural casing and others, some people use Texas Red Hots. It's
Okay.
a preference, taste preference.
Sounds delicious. All right, we start with first.
Let's start with the ground turkey.
Okay.
So my mom actually uses her hands to mix the water with the turkey.
Oh,
I use
gotcha.
a masher.
Oh, I like the masher.
Yeah, so the masher is just, it's easy. So
Yeah.
you want to mash it continuously or just kind of off and on for about 30 minutes until
Okay.
the turkey's cooked or mostly cooked. It's going to simmer for quite a while, so you don't need the turkey completely cooked. You want it
Before
mostly
you add
cooked.
the water, you just add the water and the turkey at the same time.
Turkey and water at the same time, Michelle.
Gotcha.
If you're in a hurry, you can cook it faster, and you don't need it completely cooked before you start adding the spices.
Gotcha.
You just want it mostly cooked.
By you having the potato masher, you're
Yeah.
making the sauce like a finer sauce instead of
Yeah,
a thick
so
sauce.
exactly. This shouldn't be like a meat sauce like you would use on spaghetti.
Okay,
It's really a
like a
fine,
bolognese. It's different.
mushy, exactly.
About 10 to 15 minutes to break
Yeah,
up that
not
turkey.
very long at all. Exactly.
And I like how you went from the masher to the fork, and it got a little finer,
A little
right?
finer, a little more mushy.
Okay. So look how fine that really got. I love that. I do that with one of my bolognese sauces that I make too.
And it's just water.
Yeah.
Water and ground turkey.
Looks beautiful. And so now you start to add in all the flavorings?
Okay, so now, yes, we'll start with the French's yellow mustard.
Okay.
And we're going to do a tablespoon, Michelle. And what you want to do is really stir it into the mixture
Okay.
until the mustard disappears.
Gotcha. And that's just 1 tablespoon?
Just 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
Okay.
Absorbed.
The mustard's absorbed.
And then do you go to the spices or the what?
We're going to go to the Frank's hot sauce next.
Okay.
And Michelle, this is a 5-ounce bottle.
Yes.
We're going to add the entire bottle.
Ooh, this is going to be really delicious and spicy.
And you can add more. Again, everything is to taste
Okay.
after this initial
Sure.
process. So I'll stir this up.
And I see you're steaming the hot dogs over there.
The
and
hot
that's generally
dogs
how
are
it's done, right? You
steaming.
steam them, not barbecue or fry.
No, you know, in Vermont, I hear they grill them. They split them and grill them. So
Yeah.
again, it's really by region.
Okay. In Western Vermont, I hear they make a lot of these Michigans because Western Vermont's only about 10 to 20 minutes from Plattsburgh.
It is. It's right across the lake, Lake
Okay.
Champlain.
Lake Champlain. We love that. And Montreal, I'm familiar with Michigan.
So fun. Yeah, Montreal's about 60 miles.
Okay. So it's about an hour. That's easy for a recipe to travel, right? I love
Okay,
that.
so Michelle, I just added 1 can, 8-ounce can of Hunt's the plain tomato sauce.
Okay.
So we do this and then we stir it in.
Kathleen, this is smelling so good. I love all of these aromas.
Smells delicious.
It smells awesome.
So I just added another 1/2 cup of warm water.
Okay.
And I use warm water just so it wouldn't cool everything down.
Gotcha. And I noticed you're going in steps. Like this is particular and special to this recipe.
So it doesn't. This is just how we do it.
Okay.
So we add the spices last.
Gotcha.
So that they're evenly distributed in the turkey mixture.
Okay.
And now we're going to add 3 teaspoons of the ground cumin and 3 teaspoons of the chili powder.
Okay. Your mom simmers it for like 2 hours?
2 hours. So
Okay.
the longer you simmer it, the thicker it will become.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of time, you can turn up the heat so it goes a little faster. But if
Gotcha.
you have time, let it simmer.
Yeah, and then all those flavors develop.
Exactly. So now we're going to add 3 teaspoons of the chili powder, Michelle,
Okay.
and 3 teaspoons of the ground cumin.
Now this is a regular chili powder. It's not smoked or chipotle. It's just a regular
chili powder.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 of those, and then 3 of the ground cumin. And after you do this again, Michelle, while it's simmering,
Sure.
it's really important to taste it. And if you feel like you need more cumin or more chili powder, you can add as need be.
Okay.
If you don't have enough chili powder and cumin, you're really going to get more of the cayenne pepper taste
Gotcha.
from the Frank's Red Hot sauce.
And then all these flavors just marry together anyways while you're simmering, right?
Exactly. Okay.
Oh, I love that smell. It
And then-
smells beautiful.
So yummy.
Really yummy. And look how the color actually changes too once you add in those spices. Wow. So, I mean, we've only been cooking this for what, half an hour? And
Yeah.
look how beautiful that is coming along. And then you're mashing it a little bit more.
Yeah, just to make sure it's as fine as it can be.
That's really pretty. What a nice sauce that is.
So again, the longer you simmer it, Michelle, the more that liquid will be absorbed.
Okay, gotcha. Oh my goodness, look how thick this is. It looks amazing. It smells really good. It tastes really good. Of course, I did sneak a little bite on you, Kathleen.
We tend to sneak bites all
Yeah, well, that's what the chefs have to do, right, to make sure it tastes good. So, how do I build one of these Michigans? Will you build one for me?
Sure. Okay, so the first thing is we take the hot dog, put it into the bun, and we ask you, Michelle, do you want your Michigan with or without? And that's onions.
Okay, and I love onions,
Okay, so
raw
we're going-
and cooked.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a Michigan with buried. And what that means, Michelle, is we're going to bury the onions
Under the sauce?
under the sauce. If you're ever visiting upstate New York
Yes.
and you go to one of our Michigan stands,
Yes.
you would say, I would like 2 Michigans with buried.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, this is so delicious. I'm
so easy.
thankful that you shared this incredible recipe with us.
Right.
You're gonna love this. So now, how do we come up with this Michigan name?
So, well, it's been around at least since the 1920s, and no one's really sure. A few stories that have gone
They're
around.
floating around, right?
Yeah, it's the couple who started the first stand.
Okay.
Was in 1927,
Oh my
and
goodness.
the couple actually met in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, how sweet.
So they say that the wife came up with the name Michigan
Okay.
from where the couple met.
Oh, how wonderful.
But us upstaters say that the Michigans have
Has nothing to do with Detroit.
Exactly.
I read that too. That's very cute.
And it's so easy, and it's a great summer recipe, and there's still lots of time to enjoy
Yeah.
them.
And now it's a summer recipe because this is sold during the summer quite a bit in upstate New York.
So the stand that's really popular is Claire and Carl's, and
Okay.
when Claire and Carl's opens its door, it's officially summer
Oh,
in
I love
upstate New
that.
York.
So
And
it's
then
kinda like
they
the
close
kickoff for
exactly,
summer.
and they close for the winter.
That's really nice. Well, the good thing about this sauce is we're going to be making this all winter because football season is coming up. And let me tell you, your guests and friends are going to really like this sauce, right?
So
Isn't that perfect for like a football party?
It's fantastic.
Oh, I love it. All right, so let's have a bite of this.
Great.
So you're having a bowl of it.
So I'm just having a bowl of the Michigan sauce, which you
Okay.
can do. You do not need to eat the hot dog. If you want, you can also just put the sauce on a hamburger bun. So
Okay.
whatever you like to
And
do.
now I read somewhere that sauce on the hamburger bun is called a sauce burger.
We don't call it anything other than a Michigan.
All right, so it's not a sauce burger. Upstate New York, you don't call it a sauce burger.
We do not. No.
That's okay. And you have to clarify this for me because I did not know.
It's okay.
All right, so let's just dig in.
Bon appetit.
It's good. So good.
I love the cumin.
I love the cumin. It's very floral. I love the chili. Everything balances out really nicely.
It's so easy.
That's a winner. So did you get that, everybody? It's not a sauce burger. It's just a Michigan, right?
Just a Michigan.
That's the proper way. And this is freezable too, right? Did your mom freeze a bunch?
We always have her make a ton of Michigan sauce because it's so easy to freeze and you can.
And I bet it's even better the second time around when you heat it up, right?
Yeah.
And then all those flavors come back again and start
Exactly.
to really bloom. Okay, so thank you, Shirley, for sharing this wonderful recipe and letting Kathleen do the show because this is amazing. It's going to be perfect for football season. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kathleen. You can find this recipe at thetravelingepicurean.com. Ciao!
Ciao.
Hot meatball subs on a crusty baguette with melted mozzarella and tomato sauce and a julienne of fresh basil on top. Did I get your attention? Well, I hope so because that's what's on the menu today. Hi, Michelle here with the Traveling Epicurean. Today I'm going to show you how to make some turkey meatballs. They're absolutely gourmet. You're going to love them. Let's go get those ingredients. This is what we're going to need for our wonderful turkey meatballs. Ground turkey, a really good Italian or ciabatta bread that's soaking in milk, our Parmigiano, fresh parsley. I do use a little bit of seasoned breadcrumbs in the turkey because turkey has a lot more moisture than beef, salt and pepper, 1 egg, and I've already grated our Parmesan, so I'm going to get the rest of the items in this bowl and we're going to start making these turkey meatballs. They're so good. They're lighter than a beef meatball. I use the same ingredients that I use for the beef meatball. I do add in an extra 1/4 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs though, because the turkey has a lot more moisture, and so that's just a nice addition. The egg, the parsley, the grated cheese. I'm going to get the bread. It's really important to get good bread. I used ciabatta here, and I also had a really nice loaf of Italian bread. Something that has texture. I'm just crumbling up the big pieces, so it's a smaller texture, but it's crumbling nicely, and I'm gonna measure out 3/4 cup. Great, so here are all of our ingredients. We have the Parmesan, the fresh parsley, the 3/4 cup of that lovely bread with the good texture, some seasoned breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, and an egg. And I'm just gonna whisk this. It's important that you do this. You really, you don't want to overwork those meatballs. And so this way everything gets mixed nicely. And then we're going to gently fold in with our hands. You really have to do it with your hands. That's how they've been doing it for hundreds of years. All right. It smells so good. I could smell the garlic and the fresh parsley and the cheese. Ooh, how yummy. All right, so we're going to add in our pound of turkey here. And I'm just going to gently mix that in with my hands. Just like that. And then we'll start forming it really does smell so good. Then we're gonna start forming the meatballs with a cookie scoop. It makes it really quick. They're all the same size. Okay, that's it. You don't need to mix that anymore. It looks out. All right, so I'm gonna spray this pan with pan. And then we're going to line up all of our meatballs as we make them right on that pan. And I'm also going to put a little drizzle of olive oil, just because I love the flavor. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get a scoop of the turkey, just like that. How easy is that? We're gonna start to roll them, 2 seconds to roll them, and put them right on the pan. Makes it nice and easy. Once you have all the ingredients, it only takes mere minutes just to put it together. Scooper makes it even quicker to use this scooper. So you're not figuring out, oh, is that too big, is that too small, and then putting some back in the bowl, taking it back out. It'll just drive you crazy. Okay, so then I need to wash the hands because it does come out nice. All right, so we're gonna give a little bit of spray. All right, so here we're gonna spray the tops with the pan. Give a nice coating, and that's gonna help it get golden. Let's get them in the oven. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, and I just took them out of the oven. And then I'm just gonna flip them over. Look how pretty and golden those are on the other side. And then I'm gonna get them back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Just got these all unstuck. They're a little bit stuck. And these are just amazing. So I'm just gonna start putting them in this bowl here. So we're getting all these meatballs off of the tray here. And then I'm gonna add some wine to this tray while it's still hot. And get all those bits. We're gonna pour that just right over the meatballs. All of this amazing juice over these meatballs. Here's our beautiful tomato basil pasta sauce that I just got simmering. I'm gonna add our turkey meatballs to them, and then I'm gonna put in about 10 to 12 fresh basil leaves, and that's just gonna infuse all this flavor into those turkey meatballs. And we're just gonna toss these beautiful meatballs in that red wine sauce that we deglazed the cookie sheet with after the meatballs came out of the oven. They look beautiful. All these basil leaves. That's really gonna infuse some wonderful flavor. Well, it's been about 2 hours. I actually had some errands to do, so I went for a few more minutes than I was planning on, but that's even better. The longer you can simmer them, the better they get. And I'm just going to take this off, and look how amazing that looks. I'm going to give it a nice stir. Oh my goodness, it smells. I tell you, when you leave the house and you come back in and you smell those aromas of tomato and basil and garlic and the meatballs. So this is my favorite thing to do. A little bit of butter on a baguette. Really, one of the benefits of being the chef is testing the sauce. I am sauce gal, and I love my sauce. I really do. I make it once a week. It's just so tasty. It goes with everything. And these meatballs, it's gonna be out of this world. So let's get over there and start building that meatball sub and top it with mozzarella and get it in the oven. These meatballs are gonna be really tender. We're putting together this turkey sub with some fresh basil and some mozzarella, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven just for a few minutes and let that all melt. It's gonna be really, really good. All right, so let's get that baguette sliced in half. So we're gonna slice this baguette in half, and we're gonna start building that meatball sub. I'm not gonna slice all the way through, just enough so I can open it just like this. And then we're gonna build this. You know, I've been cooking a lot more with ground turkey, and I'm gonna tell you that I absolutely love it. I feel like it makes it a lighter meal. And a true turkey aficionado had told me once that if you steam a turkey burger, it's out of this world, and they were so right. I steam my burgers, and by simmering those turkey meatballs for 2 hours, it's like steaming that turkey meatball, and it makes it moist and tender. So I pulled out a meatball. I'm going to cut this into 4s, and then I'm going to place each slice right on those little crostinis that I made. First, I'm going to top them with a little bit of sauce. These are the little pizzas that we're going to make, and they're going to be crunchy and delicious. We'll get a little sauce on there. All right, so let's get some cheese on there. A little bit of cheese on each one. So I sliced up that turkey meatball. Look at the inside of those. Don't they look scrumptious? Absolutely delicious. All right, so I'm gonna take this and just place it right there on top of our little pizza. I'm gonna grab another one and place it right there. And these are great little appetizers. What's great about meatballs, which I do all the time, is I make a batch and then I freeze like at least half of them. This way you can always pull them out anytime you want. Whenever friends or guests drop by, boom, you have your meatballs already made. They're in the freezer. For spaghetti and meatballs, for little pizza appetizers, so many different things you can do with this. It's awesome. And now we're gonna start to build our meatball sub here. I'm just gonna put sauce on the bottom, a layer of sauce. I really like doing the chunky, only pureeing one can to really fine texture, and having the other can at a little bit thicker texture, because I like to get a piece of tomato. All right, now I'm gonna start placing meatballs right on top there. Just get that mozzarella on there. And we're just gonna slather it up. So let's get that into a 400-degree oven and let's toast it up. It's gonna be really, really good. I got it on the cutting board. It's pretty big. And then we're just gonna fold this baby. Look at that. Woohoo! That's gonna be a hard one to eat, actually. I may need a fork and knife. Okay, I'm gonna slice this up. I'm gonna try one of those cute little pizzas I made with the crostinis and the sauce and the cheese and the slice of meatball on top. What great little appetizers they are. Mmm. Wow. What a perfect party item. You're gonna love this too. Very easy to make. Mmm. Really good. So incredible. I can't even remember the last time I had a meatball sub. That was really delicious. I had a lot of fun today making those baked turkey meatballs and then simmering them in the sauce. It really gives it that tender texture to that meatball. And then with that fresh mozzarella and basil, you can't go wrong with that one. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Thank you for watching The Traveling Epicurean. A special thanks to